Hey, everybody, and welcome to Boston 25 Sports In Depth. This is episode 9. As the summer starts to wind down and we get ready to go back to school, it's time to start thinking about a race to the pennant for the Red Sox. A squad on a record-setting pace, creating memories that we're going to talk about for years. TV ratings are through the roof, but are kids watching? That's the topic we explore to kick off the program. Tell me what you know about this year's Red Sox team.
Well, I haven't been watching. I might not be as interested because it's so long. I don't really know how many innings there are, but I know there's a lot and it takes a long time for things to happen.
Getting kids to watch baseball is hard, but at least the Red Sox have some of the game's best players.
What do you like about Mookie Betts?
That he's really good.
And what about J.D. Martinez?
He's doing really good.
Chris Sale.
Amazing pitcher. I love how he throws.
Go past a power trio of talent, and that's where you might have an issue penetrating the next generation.
What other players do you know besides Mookie?
I don't know.
And even the names these kids have heard?
I wouldn't be able to recognize them.
So that's where Adam Grossman comes in. Leading the club's marketing efforts since 2015, one of Grossman's top priorities is nurturing the future of Red Sox Nation.
For years, we've been focused on how are we bringing up the next generation of fans. And about 4 years ago, I think we doubled our efforts.
Since that point, the Sox have attacked their approach to kids vigorously, doing everything possible to make sure the game day experience at Fenway is affordable, entertaining, and interactive.
So we have 25,000 kids tickets over the course of the season. Every single game, opening day, Yankees in July, where we set aside free kids tickets specifically just to get kids into the park.
We are trying to create an environment where kids enjoy coming to the park. Wally's Clubhouse, we've spent a lot of time making sure that kids can have fun at Wally's Clubhouse, and we've created a virtual reality exhibit.
And that virtual reality experience is the headline of an entire area dedicated to kids at Fenway Park. Just go through Gate K and a night of fun awaits.
Put the goggles on and you're transported into home plate right at Fenway to kind of give a window into what it feels like to be a player. And again, it sort of sparks the imagination.
The effort doesn't end with small children. Getting middle school, high school, and college kids is important too.
We just want people in, and sort of the notion that if you're here one game, we think you'll be a fan for life.
But there are still major issues that affect the greater audience, the people outside Fenway Park, watching on TV.
I'm on the competition committee. I want to work with the players to just make the sport slightly crisper and have the amount of dead time be a little bit more narrow between plays in the field.
Also, the complete alienation of kids when the most important games are played, well past midnight on most October nights.
How do you balance the need to give your partner who's giving you the most money a primetime product with, we got to make sure that the young kids are at least a part of this experience?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's valid. I mean, I've got a 6-year-old daughter who is dying to watch every game and argues with me, it's 8:30 and said, hey, we got to shut it off. She wants 2, 3, 4 more innings. So I think it's fair, and we're looking at that. I think the industry's looking at that. There's been a lot more discussion about the importance of trying to, there's ratings and there's total eyeballs across West Coast and East Coast, because we do want the most amount of people to watch these games. It is super important for the entire industry, but especially for us on the East Coast, we have had a lot of discussions on how we're going to do that.
We've heard it before, but maybe with a larger emphasis on kids as 2020 approaches, we'll see some action. In the end,
You think you can see yourself being a Red Sox fan as you continue to grow up?
Yep.
And that's the bottom line. Listen, a World Series day game would go a long way, but this Calling All Kids initiative, I give the Red Sox credit. They have the most aggressive and comprehensive push and kids program, I think, in the whole country.
Yeah, they do. Tom, I'll make one simple point. Baseball needs to do a better job of marketing their stars. The most popular sport is football with kids. Second most popular sport is basketball. Why? More kids know LeBron James, Steph Curry, and everybody else than Mookie Betts and Mike Trout. It's that simple. So some of it's on the players, too, wanting to be marketed and wanting to be out there.
You also made a great point as we're watching that. When we were kids, they didn't have to do that.
No.
Why?
Because it was the park, and your dad and your mom took you to Fenway and took you to places to go there. My oldest daughter's 22. She's a baseball fan. Your kids are about 10 years younger than that. Are they baseball fans like that?
Not yet, really. They'll go to a game, they'll have some fun, but they're not engaged each and every night. And this year specifically, already up and over 90 wins.
Right.
They're not into it yet.
Market your stars.
Social media, though, as a gauge, the Red Sox say that their numbers are up, and that really bodes well for the future generation of Red Sox fans because those are the people who are most active on social media.